Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, Jurassic Park fans. You're going to have a field day with this. Colin Trevorrow has managed to shoot a short film, like a Jurassic Park short film, for everyone to enjoy, I guess. It's called Battle at Big Rock. It's a connective tissue film, and Collider have the exclusive. So I thought what we could do is just take a look at this together. If you don't know what this is, like I said, it's a Jurassic World or Jurassic Park short film by Colin Trevorrow, the man who's been writing and, I guess, helming the Jurassic World property for a little while now. And it's premiering September 15th. That's when it gets released. But like I say, Collider have the exclusive on this. They have all the big reveals. So if you want to go check them out, obviously, just go off to Collider. But the whole point of this, and again, there might be some slight spoilers in here. I don't know what you guys consider to be spoilers. But Collider said, what is the short film about? Battle at Big Rock is a short film that takes place 1 year after the events of Fallen Kingdom. So it really is connective tissue. Treat it like a viral marketing film. It's viral marketing to set up the release of Jurassic World 3. So it takes place 1 year after Fallen Kingdom. It's about a family on a camping trip to Big Rock National Park, about 20 miles from where the last film ended. There have been a few sightings, but this is the first major confrontation between dinosaurs and humans. Interesting. Now, a lot of people are going to wonder, how did you make a Jurassic World short film without anyone getting wind of it? So they did this because they shot it in Ireland in winter. I can believe that. I can absolutely believe that there would be no one really knowing what they were doing. So they shot it in Ireland last winter. They have a grove of redwood trees outside Dublin that look exactly like the national parks in Northern California. I honestly never thought we'd make it this far without getting found out. The Irish can keep a secret. So yeah, insane. Now, Universal actually asked for this short. So those thinking that it's kind of off his own back or things like this, this is viral marketing. So Collider said, where did the idea come from? Who wrote it? And he says, Universal asked if I'd be interested in making a short film, and I didn't give them any time to reconsider. He wrote it. Again, so if you're not a fan of Jurassic World, you might not be a fan of this as it drops. But give it a chance, obviously. I wrote it with Emily Carmichael, who is co-writing Jurassic World 3. So again, viral marketing. This will probably give us a good impression of what Jurassic World 3 is going to be like tonally. It felt like a first step into a larger world after the last film. You have these animals loose in an unfamiliar environment. They're disoriented, struggling to adapt, and the first people they run into are bound to be camping. I wanted to see that. Now, they said, how long is the short, and was it ever going to be a lot longer? Apparently it's only 8 minutes, which is, in terms of short films, that's okay. Some short films are like as little as 3 minutes, so that's not too bad. It's 8 minutes. It was supposed to be shorter. I know 8 minutes is an eternity on the internet, but I hope people will set some time aside and put on a good pair of headphones. Well, Jesus Christ, if 8 minutes is an eternity, you're not going to like this video, because I would imagine this is going to be longer than 8 minutes. Soz, bruh. Did the short end up with deleted scenes? Or because the time and budget was incredibly pre-planned to maximize every dollar? It was very carefully planned, which I guess it has to be. I've said this before in my short-sighted reviews series where I review short films, is that short films have to be very, very well structured. They have to be very, very well planned. Every key scene and key frame is super important to a short film if you're going to get a good impact. So there's no surprise there that he says it was very carefully planned. We did it in 5 days with a small crew. We had 2 child actors, a giant, so it's important to note there, animatronic dinosaur, and a baby. It shouldn't have worked, but it did. People love dinosaurs. Does the short feature any new ones? So again, dinosaur fans, there are going to be the 2 new species that we've not seen before. I'm going to butcher this. The Nasu Tesseratops, which is a beautiful herbivore that feels like a Texas Longhorn, and the Allosaurus, one of the most iconic dinosaurs of all time. This one was a juvenile in the last movie. She's all grown up now. Now, why did you feel the need to tell this story in the short before Jurassic World 3 comes out? So this is kind of giving more key points to why this is even happening. The world is bigger than just the characters we've been following in the films. We've finally taken the story off Isla Nublar. We wanted to show a glimpse of that new reality. If this really happened, you'd see a series of random disconnected incidents that would create a pattern of chaos. I wanted to see one of those incidents. So, not essential viewing, but sounds like it's probably important to watch for fans. How did you go about casting for this project when you can't advertise what it is without giving it away? I've been a fan of Andre Holland since I saw him in Selma, and Natalie was incredible in End of Watch. We didn't audition or put out a casting call. I just reached out quietly to those two actors and begged them to come to do this with me. I know a casting director in New York who helped us keep this search quiet for the kids. Pearson Salvador promised me he wouldn't tell his friends at school until it came out. So there you go. Everyone was just nice and quiet. Let me just have a look. Oh, here we go. One of the things that's cool about the short is how diverse the cast is. How important was that to you? It matters that kids see themselves up on screen, and it's important to create all kinds of heroes. The family is from Oakland, which is a hugely diverse community. It felt natural. The baby even wears an Oaklandish shirt, which I'm sure people from the town will spot. I love these characters. I'd watch a whole movie with them, which may be foreshadowing. Maybe. Before the Jurassic World, the Jurassic franchise is one of the crown jewels at Universal, because I'm wondering if everyone at the studio is a bit more involved when it's something involving this franchise. We take up a lot of bandwidth because the legacy is strong. Basically, it makes a lot of moolah. We're dealing with a lot of people. So there's Abbey Road Studios, things like that. There's not an awful lot else really in here that's that interesting. Now he does go on to state some little bits and pieces here. There's even some comments about the Netflix series. So it says, when you make a Jurassic World movie, you have a pretty sizable budget. How challenging is it to tell a Jurassic story with a lot less resources, because people expect action and excitement with the Jurassic franchise? Which I would kind of disagree. I mean, we expect certain elements of action. But it's good to get more for a horror vibe, I think, these days. We don't have all the resources we're accustomed to, but limitations are good. That's a good sign. And none of the limitations mattered because everyone showed up ready to kick ass. There you go. I know you're hard at work developing the next Jurassic World movie. What can you say about the development process? And when do you think fans will start to hear about casting news? So this is the movie I've been wanting to make since we started. Promising. It's a celebration of everything we love about the franchise, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. You'll hear more about it soon. Now, the comments about the Camp Cretaceous, the Netflix animated series, which has been, rumoured, dropped, and then confirmed. Camp Cretaceous, it says, Netflix has a Jurassic World animated series arriving next year. Do you guys have an idea of how long you want the animated series to go for? Do you have a plan if the show is a huge hit? Camp Cretaceous, the animation is gorgeous. It's really exciting and emotional. I think kids are going to love these characters. The writers are so deeply invested in making something we can all be proud of. If it's a hit and people want more, we're ready. Just say the word. So it doesn't really say, how many episodes there are, how long he wants it to run. It sounds like probably it could be almost a bit like a one and done if they need to kind of just duck and run. I really, really like the poster to this. Battle at Big Rock. I mean, what else can you say about this? It's something I'm really, really excited about, just because I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park. Jurassic World's not so much. Like, I can see the appeal for a younger, new generation for sure. So I'll be intrigued to see what they do with a low budget. And also as well, I think that's what really brings out directors' A game. I think lower budget films is what makes a director actually excel. You only have to look at, numerous short films, numerous films back in the day that were given shoestring budgets that absolutely excelled and blew everyone away. There's so many. So this will be interesting. It'll be quite telling as well, I think, tonally, because it's got the same writers on board for Jurassic World 3. But what do you think about this? What do you think? Obviously, come back next week. September 15th, I will be doing a reaction review to it. So please do come back and check that out. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe. You can stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Thanks so much for watching, though, guys. Have a missed age. Take care.